Hi all, I have a fascinating game to show you from the Tata Still tournament. This was played in round 10. Peter Svidler was playing against Mamedyarov. So let's see what happened in this game. C4 from Peter Svidler. We have knight f6, knight f3, e6, knight c3, d5. So it's Queen's Gambit decline territory. But now it goes into the Rogozin variation, bishop b4. So this is a kind of cross between the Nimzo Indian and the Queen's Gambit declined. C takes d, e takes, bishop f4 was played. And now a very aggressive move, knight e4, putting pressure on c3 immediately. Queen check, hitting the bishop, forcing knight c6, which will block this c pawn. So it seems a very interesting move to play the check, very nuanced. Rook c1. So it looks as though black's under pressure, and he's moved a piece twice. Isn't this a violation of opening principles? Black just castles here. And then we see g3, and in fact, this position is already quite interesting because this bishop is potentially here a tactical target to g5. Now this might be a pointless forcing move in many similar types of positions, but is it actually pointless here? Maybe White could have considered ruling it out with h4. For example, like this. Seems okay, but black is at least equal. Having that pawn on h4 doesn't seem like a great idea in general. Okay, so let's see what happened though after g3. We have g5, it is played. And now bishop e3 was played. On bishop d2, this is maybe black can play things like g4 here and then knight takes d2. This is the concern, that the forcing moves just carry on. So we have bishop e3. And now another very aggressive move from black. Can you guess what black plays here? If I give you 5 seconds to pause the video. Okay, f5. Yeah, he's just flinging his kingside pawns. And there is another forcing move introduced with f4 now. White plays bishop g2 here. Maybe it was important for Peter Svidler to play bishop d2 in this position, which would be threatening maybe knight takes e4 and bishop takes b4. If black now plays bishop takes c3, this position, it seems that White might be able to weather the storm here by just giving up the e2 pawn, for example, like this. And it should be okay. There's some compensation there because black has some weaknesses. This might be okay, just about for White to play. Now in the game, bishop g2 was played, and we have now f4, a forcing move. Now here, yeah, bishop d2 runs into g4 in this position, and for example knight h4, knight takes d2. It's just really unpleasant. This is just chaos which favors black, this position. As an example, crazy line, we can see black actually winning the queen on a4 in this crazy line. But yeah, the chaos generally favors black in this position after g4. So yeah, we have g takes f4. Now this actually commits to black opening up that g file. But first, black took on c3 here. B takes, and then played g takes f4. And now it's just incredibly dangerous for White, this position. A very simple looking move is played here. Can you guess? Okay. King h8, just ready to use that g file as soon as White castles. It's just really unpleasant, this position for White already. And maybe in irritation or slight panic, queen b3. It doesn't really help matters much. Queen b3. But if White castles, there's still, it's just very, very dangerous after queen f6. For example, there's rook g8 coming up. It's just a very dangerous position. So anyway, so queen b3 does run into knight a5, another tempo gainer. Knight c4 And now there's concerns about d2. For example, bishop g4 taking and then taking on d2. We have rook d1, rook g8. Yeah, this is just really scary stuff. On the previous move, by the way, if white dared castle here, just queen f6 with the idea, for example, rook g8 here. There's no rook g1 because of knight takes f2 checkmate. So the rook's kind of tied down to f2. Meanwhile, there's tactics like rook takes g2 here, just to show how dangerous, and just taking d2. So it's just a very, very tricky position. This looks terrible. Yeah, rook d1, rook g8. Now knight e5 was played. Knight takes e5. And now bishop takes e4. The bishop was attacked by the rook. Now in this position, guess what black plays here, which is the most incisive move in this position. If I give you 5 seconds starting from now. Okay, queen g5. It actually threatens queen g1 mating. Yeah, this is a shocking threat to have. Alternatives here. I mean, black has a good position in any case. In fact, the recommendation is bishop takes f4. It seems from computers in this position. I think this is just far too dangerous after queen g5. It's just too dangerous. So yeah, white's in big trouble now in any case, and tries bishop takes f4. So now queen takes f4, and black's a piece up now. Bishop takes d5. Bishop f5, hitting the queen, and it's a pretty hopeless position for white. Peter Svidler resigned before playing his 22nd move. As an example, say queen b2, knight g4 hitting f2, rook f1, just knight takes h2. This is just horrible, really horrible. If we have this kind of continuation, black is simply material up, bishop up. Yeah, it's a bit of a shocking game, showing how forcing moves in the opening, counterintuitive forcing moves, can be extremely dangerous. So I'll put it back to the final position, bishop f5. Yeah, quite the shocker from Tata still. One of the shortest games, actually, shortest decisive games from that recent tournament. I hope you got something from it. So it's a lesson for us all that even the super grandmasters can really stumble badly in the opening, it seems. Chess is so vast and dangerous for both sides. Okay, comments, questions, likes, shares appreciated. Thanks very much.